Yo, what's up? What is good? What is good? Wow. Wow, wow. That was a little bit stressful. Yes. So, hi guys. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. If you guys are new to my channel, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, at the bell icon so that way you know when I either go live or when I upload. Lots of Phillies content, lots of Sixers content. That's been what's keeping us really busy over the last couple of days. And so the Phillies are taking on the Boston Red Sox. Rob Refsnyder is up to bat first, and I didn't even write down my starting lineups. It's been such a weird day. So Bailey Falter is on the bump for the Phillies. And, well, this season for Bailey Falter, well, he's 0-5 and has a 5.01 ERA in 32 and a third of an inning so far. 22 strikeouts and 7 walks. The 0-1 pitch. There's a foul ball that goes in and out of the glove of JT behind the plate. All right, so hi guys, what's going on? Wow, what a day it's been. I'll get to it more during the break, but it has been a wild day. The 0-2, that's up high for a ball. So Rob Refsnyder is leading things off. Alex Verdugo is batting second for the Boston Red Sox. Batting third is Justin Turner. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch by Falter. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out Rob Refsnyder to start off the night. Refsnyder today is the DH, and he was leading things off. Alex Verdugo is up to bat now. He's playing out in right field. And Justin Turner will be on deck in the hole. Rafael Devers is batting cleanup. He's over at third base. Kike Hernandez out at shortstop. Jaron Duran is playing out in center field. And the first pitch to Verdugo is taken in there for a strike. Christian Arroyo will be batting seventh. He's over at second base. Raimel Tapia is over out in left field. And Reese McGuire is playing behind the plate, and he is the catcher. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, that is just a little bit up high. Hi, guys, what's going on? I posted a comment on MLB video, and it has like 300 likes and 40 replies. That's really freaking cool. How you doing, man? Man, it's been a pretty wild day. Any betting advice for the Champions League this year? Honestly, I don't have any. I haven't really been following the Champions League, so it was the Dodgers versus Padres highlights. That's really cool, man. That's sick. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. That is just a little bit up high by Bailey Falter. 92 miles per hour on the gun. So Verdugo was acquired via trade from the LA Dodgers, along with Kike Hernandez. The Red Sox, I think at the time they gave up David Price. 2-2 pitch. That was just a little bit up high. And Mookie Betts as well. That was the Mookie Betts deal. Yep. So now that makes it a 3-2 count. So Refsnyder struck out, and Verdugo will fly this one out to left field. It's in shallow left field. It's going to the fair foul line. Schwarber will run out of room as it finds the seats into the third row. All right, so who's up next? Justin Turner is up next. Yes. Rafael Devers is batting fourth. Kike Hernandez is batting fifth. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Verdugo, who's batting .315 on the season. Verdugo playing out in right field. And Falter, who's on the bump for the Phils. I do too, man. I do too. I got to update the scoreboard, man. 3-2 pitch. It's popped up and goes out of play. If Schwarber was DH and both teams would have DHs leading off tonight, unusual. It's true. So Verdugo fouls the next pitch off, Infield playing at a pretty normal depth for the Phillies, and so is the outfield too. The 3-2 pitch. That's popped up towards shallow left center field. Schwarber on the run, but Marsh calls him off, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Good play by Marsh just to do a good job of communicating with Kyle Schwarber. That's something that they struggled with last night. So Schwarber's out in left field. Marsh is playing in center. Nick Castellanos in right. And then when you look at the infield alignment, it is Alec Bohm, Bryson Stott, Trey Turner, Edmundo Sosa across the diamond, and JT Realmuto is behind the plate. So there's 2 gone in the top of the first as Verdugo flew out to left center field. And here comes the next batter, and that's Justin Turner. Man, it's so weird seeing him in a Red Sox uniform. He's batting .275 this season. He has 2 homers and 12 RBI as well. The 1-0 pitch by Falter. And there's a line drive out to right field. Castellanos makes the sliding catch for out number 3. A nice play by Nick Castellanos, and Bailey Falter says thank you. A 1-2-3 inning by the Boston Red Sox, and the Phillies are coming up to bat. Great defense by Castellanos. Okay, so Turner lined out to right field. Man, oh man, I have to finish making these lineups real quick because I haven't even done that. Devers, okay. Kike, Jared Duran, Christian Arroyo. I gotta blow my nose. Allergies. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Probably should have muted my mic. Give me one sec. Okay. All right. Hi guys. What a day. Okay, so I was in Philly today, and I went to go meet up with a couple of friends, and so I was out in Philly. I went to a couple of vendors. They had a couple of shops over there, and so I was going back to my car, and I thought I saved the address on Waze, and for some reason it didn't show. And I thought that I saved it, where I parked or whatever. So then I'm thinking okay, well maybe it was on this street. And I was literally hunting around for it. The GPS took me the wrong directions, all that sort of stuff. But I finally found my car after a half hour later. And then I came home and had to rush up here, walk the doggy. And yeah, so we're here. We made it. We made it. So, yes. Clean first inning by Bailey. Yes, it was. All right, so for the Phillies, they will have Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott, JT Realmuto, Alec Bohm, Brandon Marsh, and Edmundo Sosa. And they're going to be facing Corey Kluber. Okay, not the Cy Young, the former Cy Young Corey Kluber. It's they are facing the former Cy Young candidate, Corey Kluber, but he's just not the same. He's 1-40, has a 6.44 ERA, and he's been really struggling. Catch your breath. Yep. He's been going to the curveball about 29% of the time. The 0-1, that's just a little bit up high for a ball. Kyle is batting 183 on the season. He has 7 home runs and 13 RBI as well. The 1-1, taken up high for ball 2. Down below, I want to know what your thoughts are about Bryson Stott not batting leadoff anymore. Okay, do you guys agree with that or do you disagree with that? The 2-1 pitch, it's taken right over the middle, a curveball at 80 miles per hour. I thought Schwarber was doing Bryson Stott was doing a good job as the leadoff hitter, and ever since then his batting average has gone down so much. The 2-2, that's fouled off towards the left field side, and it goes out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on in the bottom of the first, and the pitch. It's popped up towards the infield. Catcher takes his mask off. Devers will make the call, though, and he'll make the catch in foul territory. And there's one gone. So Kluber is able to retire the first batter, and Kyle Schwarber is retired. So that'll bring up Trey Turner now for the Phillies, who is playing over at shortstop. Disagree unless these circumstances we're not aware of. Turner lines that one out into left center field. That's going to split the gap, and Tappy is not going to be able to get to it. Turner can fly. He's rounding first base, going into second, and he's in there for a stand-up double as the throw was cut off to the shortstop. And the Phillies get themselves a one-out double. That's a nice base runner that they were able to get over there. And Turner took a fastball right down the middle and was just hustling right out of the batter's box. There we go. That is how you start off an inning. One out in the bottom of the first, and here is Bryce Harper. Harper batting third, and the first pitch. It's grounded over towards the first base line, but it is fouled off. I saw fans calling Trey K. Turner. Oh, man. Because he's been striking out a lot. Harper is 4 for 11 on the season so far. Had the big 4-hit day in the second game that he was back against the Dodgers. No balls, 1 strike. Turner over at second base. Kluber with the windup in the pitch. That was way inside, and now it's a 1-1 count. So McGuire doing a good job behind the plate, making sure that did not get by him. I have my first two. Let me wait 1 sec. The 1-1, swing and the miss for a strike. I wanted to also just remind you guys, Snowman has really been putting out some awesome content. Please like and subscribe to all his stuff that he does. Subscribe to his channel. He has been really putting in a lot of work. The 1-2 pitch, that's ripped out to center field. And on the run is Hernandez, and he'll make the catch, or Jared Duran, that is, excuse me. And there is 2 gone in the bottom of the first. But yes, please subscribe to Snowman Multimedia. He's been incredible and been doing a whole lot of stuff. So please do that. I want to see what his comment was. I have to pull it up over here because I can't see the full thing. Yeah, it's 17 people on here. Make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload and whenever I go live. You have your first 2 games, Astros, Angels on Monday at 9:30 and Nats, Giants at 9:45. That's pretty sweet, man. There you go. I love it. That's great. All right, no balls, 1 strike to Nick Castellanos, who's up at the plate. So there's 2 outs in the bottom of the first. It's still scoreless, and Castellanos will take the second pitch just a little bit up high for a ball. Castellanos did have 2 hits in last night's game and continues to hit the ball really well for the Phillies. He's hitting .389 with runners in scoring position this season. The 1-1, just a little bit inside for ball 2. So Schwarber fouled out over to third base. Turner hit a double out to left center field. Harper flied out to center. And it's a 2-1 count to Castellanos in the bottom of the first. The 2-1. Check swing. Did he go? The home plate umpire says yes, he did. And that makes it a 2-2 count to Nick Castellanos. Oh, man. Oh, boy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kluber looks back at second base and the pitch. And Castellanos will pop this one up to right field. Verdugo is there, and he'll make the catch as he takes about 3 steps coming in the home plate, and there is out number 3. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the top of the second inning. Rafael Devers will be leading things off, and we'll be right back. All right. I will be right back in just a few moments. I have to blow my nose real quick. Alrighty. Alright, we're back. Here we go. Alright. Just kids pancreas. Yes. Alright, so here we go to the top of the second inning. Devers comes up in the first pitch. He swings and misses at a 90-mile-per-hour fastball from Bailey Falter. Devers this season batting .242. He is tied for the most in Major League Baseball with 32 RBI. The 0-1 pitch by Falter. And that is just a little bit up high for ball 1. He's also one of the fewest Boston Red Sox to have the fewest games to 150 home runs. The 1-1. That's taken right at the knees for a called strike. Good pitch by Falter. That was a fastball that just, according to the home plate umpire, caught a little bit of the paint. Home plate umpire today, Lance Barrett. The 1-2. That ball is ripped high and deep to right field, but Castellanos takes a couple steps to the warning track and he'll make the catch. And there is one out in this top of the second inning. That was well deserved. Kike Hernandez is up. He's batting 5th for the Red Sox today. In the first pitch, he takes a curveball. That had some really good movement by Bailey Falter. Hernandez hitting .244, 3 homers, and 12 RBI. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. That is down low for a ball. Falter went back with the curveball. So the drink, yes. So this is a frozen cappuccino. The 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball that goes over to shortstop. It's gobbled up by Turner. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 2. And there's 2 retired to start off the top of the second inning. And Jared Duran is due up for the Boston Red Sox. So, yes. So, This, I don't know if you guys have Wawa right by you, but Wawa is awesome. I love Wawa. It's a convenience store. They have some like really cool hoagies. They have some nice breakfast burritos and so many good stuff. First pitch is bunted at, and that goes down the first base line, but it's foul. So this is a um this is a frozen cookies and cream cappuccino with protein, immunity boost, and an energy boost. The 0-1. That's just a little bit up high for a ball. So that's what I got. I kind of had to treat myself a little bit today. The 1-1 by Bailey Falter. And that's just a little bit up high for ball 2. That's your kind of drink, too? Yeah. I mean, if I was at the ballpark, I'd probably go. If I was at the ballpark, I'd go for the kitty cup. I'd go for the kitty cup ice cream. This should be a sponsor of your. Oh, thanks, dude. The 2-1. That's fouled off to the third base side. Suarez, or sorry, Sosa in foul territory makes the catch for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Phillies. And we go to the top of the third. Man, I am not on my A game today. All right, so Sosa. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I don't know if like if you're allowed to do this, but are you allowed, like, I'm not saying that I would do it, but if somebody like wanted to sponsor me like on YouTube, even though I wasn't monetized, do you know if that's like do you know if that's allowed, if that makes sense? I can share some broadcast stories with you about not being on my A game. Yeah, I have some too. For sure. For sure, I definitely have some stories about that. If you guys are new to my channel, first of all, thank you for subscribing, whoever just did that. I seriously do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Man, we've been doing this for 4 months, and we've been coming on pretty much like almost every day. Over the past 2 months or so between the Phillies and the Sixers. It was a little bit quiet when it was just Sixers and football season was done, but it's cool because I kind of like got into my rhythm a little bit, and I was like, you know what? All right, so 3 months, like that's fine, and then we'll get into baseball, and this is where the work is gonna come. So we've been having a lot of fun with this and doing a whole lot of casts. And if you enjoy these casts, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. I really do appreciate you guys for being on here, and I love you all so much. You're all part of my family, and we're creating a really, 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 really awesome family on here. So I do appreciate that. And shout yourself out if you just subscribed. If you don't want to put yourself on the spot, though, you don't have to. But if you want to get credit, I'll give you a shout out. You just got to shout yourself out. I believe it, but I don't know the full set of rules. I can share some broadcasts. We got to do a podcast about that. That'd be really cool. I would like to talk about some stories about broadcasts I've done. That would be really nice. Here's Bryson Stott and the first pitch that's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Corey Kluber back out there for his second inning of work. There's my aunt. Oh, thanks, Aunt. You're the best. I love my aunt. No balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, it hits Bryson Stott in the knee. A little bit below the knee as he tried to dodge himself out of the way of it and fell right on the ground, and he is hobbling a little bit, but he's walking it off. No trainer comes out, and I think he seems to be okay, but that's one way to get a base runner. So Stott leads the inning off with a hit by pitch. There's Kike Hernandez. Over his last 21 games, he's batting .313. He has 1 homer, 8 RBI, and he's also scored a lot of runs, too. He's been an incredible addition for the Boston Red Sox and has been playing really well this season, including, when Trevor Story went down, you knew that he was going to get more playing time. First pitch. That is taken right over the middle of the plate for a called strike to JT Realmuto, who is due up next for the Phils, who is up at the plate. JT had an RBI triple last night. The 0-1 in the dirt and outside, and JT, as the ball almost got away from Reese McGuire, JT just said to hold up. There's no need to go. To Bryson Stott over at first base. So the Red Sox coming into today, they're 20-14. They're actually 7-7 on the road. But they've been playing really good baseball at the 1-1. Oh, man, Corey Kluber certainly wanted that call, but was not going to get it. It was outside, and it was a slider, it looked like. That did not catch the plaque. Bad Schwarber leadoff when he gets hot in June. Yep, I agree. 2-1. That ball's lifted high and deep to left field. That's going back to the warning track, and Tapia just has a little bit of room, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. And Stott has to hustle back into first base, and he gets in there safely. It was cut off the throw by Kike Hernandez. And Realmuto was almost able to get that one on out of here. But he flies out to left. I mean, it was a little bit inside, and I was surprised that he had that much power to just pull it out to left field the way that he did. 1 gone, and Alec Bohm comes up. He's batting 7th. He's been a little bit cold over the last month. He started off the season very hot for the Phillies. First pitch is right at the knees for a called strike. A very good crowd here at Citizens Bank Park. It is the Philly-Boston weekend. Between the Sixers and the Celtics in the playoffs. The 0-1 gets away from McGuire, and, Stott goes into second base on the wild pitch. You got the Celtics and the Sixers taking on each other for the NBA playoffs, and then you got the Red Sox and the Phillies playing here in the regular season. It's almost like it was scheduled to work out that way, and, Philly, the Sixers, they're at home. They're at home on Friday, and, they play at home tomorrow afternoon. The 1-1 swing and a miss by Alec Bohm. We'll be doing that game tomorrow. We will not be on for the Phillies game, unfortunately, because this potentially, this is the biggest game for the Sixers this season tomorrow. And we'll talk more about it then. The 1-2 pitch, up high for ball 2. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. It's scoreless here in the bottom of the second inning. There's 1 out, and Stott is over at second base. He got on with a leadoff hit by pitch, and then he got to second base on the wild pitch. Bohm lifts that one out to left center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit in front of the center fielder. Stott's coming home, and he slides in there safely. The throw to home plate was not in time, and Alec Bohm gets himself an RBI single. A nice piece of hitting by Alec Bohm. I was thinking maybe Hernandez was going to have a shot at catching it, but he did not. It dropped right in front of him, and Bohm gets himself an RBI single. The Phillies have not been hitting well with runners in scoring position over the last week or so, and that was just a nice piece of hitting by Alec Bohm. He got it right off the end of the bat, and Stott was hustling, rounding third base, and he came in to score easily. And the pitch to Brandon Marsh. That is taken for a strike. An 80-mile-per-hour slider. Marsh is 5th in Major League Baseball with a 1.029 OPS. That means he's been getting on base a lot. The 0-1. That is taken as a high strike, according to the home plate umpire. And that makes it a 0-2 count. So the Phillies take a 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Alec Bohm. And Bryson Stott came in to score. On deck is Edmundo Sosa for the Phils. The 0-2. Up high for a ball. The Phillies lost last night's game 5-3 against Chris Sale and the Boston Red Sox. And, well, Zach Wheeler was on the bump for them, and Wheeler didn't have another good day. He was just not his usual self. The 1-2. It's down low and outside for ball 2. Yeah, you can certainly make a case for that, for sure. I would say Bryson Stott, but the 2-2 pitch. Marsh will poke that one out to center field, but making the catch is Hernandez, and going back over to first base is Alec Boehm. You know, it's funny. I think that the Phillies' best player this season so far has been Jose Alvarado. Yep. You stole my words. So there's 2 outs, and Edmundo Sosa will come up to the plate. He will be the 5th batter to come up for the Phillies in this inning. And Sosa takes the first pitch up high for a ball. Red Sox wearing their dark blue uniforms with the red letters and the white numbers, and also their long-sleeve red shirts. Sosa lines that one out to right field, and going back to the warning track to make the catch is Alex Verdugo for out number 3. The Phillies do get a run on an RBI single by Alec Boehm, and they lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the 3rd inning against the Red Sox. All right. RBI single. Oh, nope. Sosa lined out. All right. Let's take another sip of this. You see that Merrill Kelly struck out 10? I mean, it was against the Nationals. Like, with all due respect to the Nationals, you know. I mean, I used to work for the Nationals, organization for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. But I mean, they have some nice talent coming up, and I loved working there. But the Nationals, like the big leaguers, have really been struggling. It is funny to me how, you look at like the 2016 Chicago Cubs, okay? You look at like the 2019 Washington Nationals, the Kansas City Royals. Like, all their teams have just totally changed. Like, like they win the World Series and they're a competitor for a couple of years, but like, where's Addison Russell right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris Bryant is now like on the Rockies. Anthony Rizzo is gone. Javier Baez is gone. Like, John Lester's still there for the Cubs. And Kyle Hendricks, I believe, is still there. But like, who else is there from that World Series team besides maybe Contreras? I don't know. It's just so weird how like these teams have just changed like so much. Like, you look at the Nationals, like I just said, like the only person that's there that I remember now is Steven Strasburg and Patrick Corbin and Victor Robles, but Rendon's gone, Soto's gone, Max Scherzer's gone, like all their key guys. Howie Kendrick's gone. It's just so wild how, like they have these teams that like make it to the World Series, and yet like these teams change, except for the Houston Astros. I mean, yeah, Correa's gone and Verlander's now gone, but they still have Jose Altuve, still have Alvarez. I don't know. I find it really, really interesting. Here's Christian Arroyo, who comes up to the plate. It's no balls, 1 strike. Arroyo batting 7th today. He's over at second. The 0-1, that's fouled back. Even the Red Sox, like, you take a look at their team, it's, that has drastically changed too. It's wild. Adam Amin is on the call. I like Adam Amin. I think he does a really good job for Fox. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Falter gets Arroyo to strike out. One thing I liked about the 70s, teams stayed together. Yes. Yes. Yeah, and I think that, money now has to do with it. Endorsements have to play a factor. It's like you got to follow the money. But it's just different in that sense. All right, so Arroyo strikes out to start off the inning. Tapia takes the first pitch for a strike. The second pitch is outside and low, an 85-mile-per-hour curveball by Bailey Falter. So Duran flew out to end the inning. Tapia is up, and the pitch. Ground ball over to second base, gobbled up by Stott. The throw over to first across the diamond is in plenty of time for out number 2. And Reese McGuire will step into the batter's box. The one thing that I heard is that Ranger Suarez threw yesterday, and he did a really good job for the Phillies. So he is progressing, and that is a very, very good sign because they could get him back very, very soon if all goes well. First pitch to McGuire. That is outside and high for a ball. Probably better for the players, just not for the fans. Yeah. 1-0 pitch. In on the inside corner. Wow. That was a nice pitch. Had a lot of movement to it. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the third inning. The Phillies lead 1-0 against the Red Sox. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a 91-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball. And that fastball and the curveball tonight so far, I know it's still early, but it's been looking very sharp by Bailey Falter. Falter gets the signs from Realmuto. McGuire did step out of the plate or out of the batter's box for a second. And the 1-2 delivery. That's fouled off over towards the third base dugout. And the best broadcaster around, always here for JJ. Mike, you're the best. What's up? Yeah, Snowman, too. The 1-2 pitch. That's up high for ball 2. Snowman's really been... I have a lot of respect, man. I really do. Mike, I appreciate you coming on here, dude. Mike is like one of my best friends. The 2-2 swing and a miss on a fastball that was up high and out of the strike zone. 2 strikeouts in the inning by Bailey Falter. Another 1-2-3 inning by Bailey as we go to the bottom of the third inning. As Falter has retired all 9 of the hitters that he's faced. We'll be right back. Notice how I didn't do the broadcaster's jinx. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, I want to remind you guys to make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon so that way you know when I upload. Got off to a little bit of a shaky start tonight. It's been a very crazy day, but I'm happy that we're here, and I'm happy that we made it in time for the cast. The bot's working really well. That's really nice, and we're doing some awesome stuff. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. We've been doing this for about 4 months, and we've built a really awesome community of people. The goal is to get to 350 by the end of tonight, and I think that we can do it. I really do. We will not be doing a post-game show tonight. We do a post-game series podcast for the Phillies series that they play right after the series is over. So we will not be doing that tomorrow either because we got the Sixers tomorrow. And the Sixers, we're doing the game itself, and then we're doing a post-game pod for every single game But you're more than welcome to come on and join the Discord server and talk Sixers with me tomorrow. And then on Monday, we'll talk about the Philly series. So we'll do that. And then we're also finally going to do our NFL draft podcast. We are. Snowman, thanks. Yeah. Yeah. And, the one thing that I've learned from so many people, from not just like in the broadcasting field, but people that have been, older than me, that I look up to, you really have to have drive and like love doing like what you do. And you really have to believe in yourself. And sometimes like you have to make sacrifices. But when I first started doing this, I said to myself, I have to get reps. I have to get reps. And that's why we started just doing Sixers games. And then we worked our way up. I mean, we finished off the end of the Patriots season 2, but, the more times you do it, the better you get. The 0-1 pitch. It's grounded over to second base, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 1. The other thing I like about doing this, too, is that I think that this is eventually going to be the new wave. I think that when it comes to streaming and you're doing games, like interacting with the listeners, I believe is going to be a part of doing color commentary. You guys are going to be a part of the color because that's what makes the story really cool. Interacting with you guys. How many of you guys wish that you could have interacted with like Bob Costas when you were younger, or like Harry Kalas or Vin Scully? That's what makes this really, really cool. And Flyers calls next year are going to be fun too. Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. There's 1 out, nobody on. The Phillies are up 1-0. And the pitch to Turner. He grounds that one foul down the third base line. And it's now a 1-2 count. Turner in the World Baseball Classic, he had 5 homers and 11 RBI. And it's funny because throughout the first couple of games, or throughout the season, he only has 3 homers and 9 RBI so far. The 1-2, swing and a miss. And Turner went fishing after that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone. Okay. It was a slider that was nowhere near the strike zone, and Turner thought he was going to get a fastball, and look at the Philly fanatic right behind Trey Turner. Just throwing popcorn up. Continue to believe in yourself as we believe in you, JJ. I'm working to get my reps also. Never stop. I'm working up also for the next year for when my wife and I move west. Wow. I didn't know that you guys were moving. No balls, 1 strike to Bryce Harper, and the pitch that's inside for a ball. Where are you guys moving? Just out of curiosity. Harper not wearing any batting gloves. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen him without the batting gloves. The 1-1. That's a rocket out to right field, and it drops in for a base hit. Good piece of hitting by Bryce Harper. And he gets the thumbs up over towards the home plate dugout. So he was wearing the red batting gloves, the red and blue batting gloves, and he decided not to go with the batting gloves this time. I guess it was just for some comfort. Wow. See, like, those types of details to me really matter, especially when I'm doing this, because you guys can't see what's going on. So I got to point these things out. 2 outs, no, and a runner over at first base, and the pitch is down low for a ball. So Justin Turner is over at first base. He has no relationship to Trey Turner. And Bryce Harper has the little elbow pad on that he puts on just for when he's base running. The 1-0. That is fouled towards the third base line. Castellanos hitting .313. He has 4 homers and 21 RBI. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. Hit the bell icon so that way you know when I either upload or when I go live for a Phillies game or a Sixers game. The 1-1. Grounded over to shortstop. And the shortstop does a little split, but the throw over to second base is in plenty of time for out number 3. A fielder's choice ground out by Nick Castellanos. No runs. Bryce Harper was left over at first base. And we go to the top of the 4th. The Phillies are up 1-0. So Harper singled. Schwarber flew out, right? And Castellanos grounded out to shortstop. I just realized I haven't even cut highlights in a little bit of time because I've been just so busy. How you all doing tonight? You know, everybody that's been joining the cast, I really appreciate you guys for coming on here, and I welcome you all to comment down below. Give your thoughts about the game. Let me know what you guys think that the Phillies need to be doing a better job at. Also, I'll ask this right now, okay? When you go to the ballpark, right, what's your favorite thing about going to the ballpark? Is it catching a foul ball? Is it just, looking at fan vision or looking at the big, but looking at the big screen? What's your favorite thing about going to a ballpark? I love looking at the field. The aesthetics of baseball, I feel that there's just such an art to it. And when I look at the diamond and I see, how they do the dirt and the turf and all that sort of stuff, there's just beauty behind that for me. It's baseball, period. I don't blame you. I seriously don't blame you. I think that it's just, I don't think that, here's actually another question I have for you guys. I should probably post this down below. But a lot of people have said that baseball is a dying sport. With the way that the game has gone this year, with the pitch clock and with the bases being bigger and getting rid of the shift, do you think that baseball is still a dying sport? Or do you think it ever even was a dying sport? I don't know why I'm just thinking of these questions, but that's a good one. I haven't heard baseball's a dying sport this year. So, let me know. I'd like to have a discussion about that. Here we are in the top of the 4th inning. Nobody on and nobody out as Ref Snyder comes up for the Boston Red Sox. He's DHing tonight. He is 0 for 1. And the 1-0 pitch. That is on the inside corner for a called strike. A 92-mile-per-hour fastball by Bailey Falter. There's Rob Thompson. He was the Phillies bench coach from 2018 to 2022 and was the interim manager last year and has took over as the manager for this year. The 1-1. That is blooped out into left field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. And Rob Schneider is able to get on with a leadoff single in the top of the 4th inning. The new rules are a sort of rejuvenation. When you walk out of the tunnel and see the green expanse for the first time. Now that is a cool sight. That is a very cool sight. I like that about baseball too. And yeah, I agree with what you said about, I do think that it has rejuvenated the game from a fan perspective. First pitch to Alex Verdugo. That is taken for a strike. It was a curveball that was on the outside corner. Falter looks back at first. And the 0-1 pitch. Line drive down the right field line, and it will go all the way towards the wall. Schneider can fly. He is rounding third base, but he will stay over at third. And heading into second base as the throw was cut off. It was from Castellanos to Bryson Stott. Is Alex Verdugo. So Verdugo was just able to line that one out into right field. He got all barrel on it, and boom, just could not get over there. Just a little bit out of reach. And there's a double by Verdugo. So a single by Reb Snyder. And Ref Snyder. And Verdugo gets a double. And here's Justin Turner, the Phillies killer. That's up high for a ball. The perfect game was over. The no-hitter was over. Maybe I did have a broadcaster's jinx. I don't really know. But apologize if I did. Whatever. I'm not watching in real time, though, so that's fine. The 1-0. There's a ball that was taken down low, and it didn't break the way that Bailey wanted it to. Turner has a homer and 11 RBI with runners in scoring position. Nobody on. Runners over at second and third. In the top of the fourth, the 2-0. The curveball was just a little bit up high. I thought maybe that was going to come back into the strike zone, and it almost did. So the Phillies are up 1-0. It's a 3-0 count to Justin Turner with nobody out and runners over at second and third in the top of the fourth inning. The Phillies lost last night's game 5-3 against the Red Sox. They scored 3 runs in the third inning. The 3-0 pitch. Up high for ball 4, and that'll load the bases. Turner gets on with a walk, and there's still nobody out. The good news, though, is that the Phillies can play double play depth. But the bad news, well, they got to face Rafael Devers, who's batting cleanup and has been the face of the Red Sox franchise. So now Real Muto wants to talk things over with the Phillies here. Caleb Cotham goes out there to talk to his pitcher as well. And the infield will gather around the mound. While we're in this break, I want to remind you guys to make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon. If you're also watching me on Twitch, on Twitter, or on any of the other social media platforms, and I do encourage you guys to go check those out too. The links for them are down below in the description. But make sure that if you're following me or if you're watching me on those platforms to like and subscribe, or like and follow, and also leave me a review in my profile as well. All right, top of the fourth. The bases are loaded for the Red Sox. The Phillies are up 1-0. Rafael Devers steps into the batter's box, wearing his white batting gloves and batting on the left side, and the first pitch is fouled off. It was fouled off towards the third base dugout. There's Alex Cora, the manager of the Boston Red Sox. Falter's still on the bump for the Phillies. 47 pitches. His first 2 hits were allowed in this inning, and he also surrendered his first walk, the 0-1. That's fouled off back behind the screen that hits the MLB.TV sign behind home plate. Outfield playing Devers pretty deep. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt and taken all the way by Devers. Devers tonight is 0 for 1. He flew out to right field. That was to start off the top of the second inning. Ref Snyder over at third, Verdugo over at second, and Turner over at first for the Red Sox. The 1-2 pitch. That is fouled off again. Good at-bat by Devers to just keep the at-bat alive. Kike Hernandez waits on deck for Boston. We do. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The signs by JT and the pitch. There's a high fly ball out to left center field. That's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. Ref Snyder comes in to score. Verdugo comes in to score. And Turner stops over at third base. And it's a 2-run double by Rafael Devers, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-1 lead, and there's still nobody out in the top of the fourth. It was a high fastball that was left over the center of the plate, and Devers took it opposite field, and that just goes to show you how much power he truly has in that swing. He was pulling the ball a lot, but he's been going the opposite way more. So it's 2-1 Boston on a 2-run double by Rafael Devers, and here's Kike Hernandez. Runners at second and third. Over at third base is Turner. Second base is Rafael Devers, and there's still nobody out in the top of the fourth. The first pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it was taken down low for a ball by Hernandez. So Falter started off very strong. He went 3 strong innings where he didn't even allow a hit. And now the fourth inning has been a very different story. The 1-0. Ground ball over to third base. Sosa will throw over to first just in time. He had to look back at Justin Turner, and Trey Turner actually had to go cover the bag. So Sosa stopped for a quick second to see if Justin Turner was going to go home. He was about halfway in between, or maybe about a quarter of the way in between third base and home plate. But good job by Sosa just to keep his eye on him, and a good throw as well to get the first out. So that's just ruled as a 5-3 put out by Hernandez, and there's one gone. The next batter up is Jared Duran. He's 0 for 1 today, the first pitch. That's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Infield now playing on the grass. The infield grass, that is. So they come in. The 0-1 pitch to Duran. That is outside. A curveball at 82 miles per hour. Jaron Duran is batting .400 this season. He has 2 home runs and 13 RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. There's a fly ball, but it hooks foul. And it'll find the seats over towards the third base area. The one thing I do miss from doing Wilmington Blue Rocks games is I actually did play foul ball music and the music for the pitchers that came in on the mound and all that sort of stuff. That was fun. I did that for like 10 games. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It was a check swing, and Falter threw a nice curveball as it was outside and low, and he got Duran to go fishing after it. 2 straight outs by Bailey Falter after giving up a 2-run double to Rafael Devers. They're going back to the at-bat that Devers had. So that'll bring up Christian Arroyo. And Arroyo will hit that one out to left field. That drops in for a base hit. Schwarber throws it to home plate, and that's a 2-run single by Boston. Coming in to score was Devers and Justin Turner. And it's 4-1 Boston. A 2-run single by Christian Arroyo out to left field, and Schwarber could not get there. And you just take a look at the pitch. It was a slider that was right at the knees, and Arroyo just put it in a good spot and made a good play. And Devers was hustling as soon as the ball was hit out to left field. And it's 4-1 Boston. And the first pitch to Tapia is taken at the knees for a called strike. Raymel Tapia, the former Colorado Rocky. He's hitting .225 this season. 1 home run for him. Still has a lot of speed, though. The 0-1 fouled off. And JT Realmuto was going to throw out Arroyo over at second base, but I wonder if he would have been out because it looked like he was going to the bag a little bit late. Arroyo, that is. No balls, 2 strikes. The Red Sox have a 4-1 lead in Philadelphia. We're here in the top of the fourth, and the 0-2 is taken up high for a ball. Arroyo over at first. The throw back over to first is not in time, and it was a little bit off the line by Falter, and Bohm had to reach up for it. Luis Ortiz warming up in the bullpen for the Titans. 1-2. Way up high and outside again. Falter has 62 pitches so far. It was all smooth sailing up until this inning. The 2-2 pitch that's lined out to left field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. And runners go from station to station. Arroyo's over at second base, and Tapia gets himself an opposite field single. And the ninth man to come up to the plate, Reese McGuire, will step into the batter's box for the Red Sox. Falter had 14 pitches in the first, 11 in the second, 12 in the third, and so far he has 26 pitches here in the fourth inning. That means he ended the third with 37 pitches. And the 27th pitch, that is at the knees for a called strike. Reese McGuire struck out in the third, and he gets caught looking at a pitch right at the knees. It's an 0-1 count. Arroyo over at second base, and the 0-1 is outside and low. Tapia is on over at first. Had a lot of Coors in the Red Sox dugout. Guess that they have to stay cool. The 1-1. It's fouled back again. I didn't really think it was that hot tonight. The first 9 batters tonight were 0 for 9, and, well, the last 8 batters are 5 for 7 for Boston, with a couple of doubles and 4 RBI. The 1-2 in the dirt for a ball. Curveball is starting to lose a little bit of velocity for Bailey Falter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the fourth. The Red Sox lead 4-1 in the 2-2 pitch. It's fouled off again, and McGuire will keep the at-bat alive. There's Alex Cora in the dugout for the Red Sox. The 2-2 pitch that's lined out to left field. That'll drop in for a base hit again. Rounding third base and coming in to score will be Arroyo. The throw to the plate is off the line, and that's an RBI single by Reese McGuire. And everybody for the Red Sox in the lineup has batted in this inning. And Reese McGuire gets himself an RBI single. Rob Thompson thinking about going over to the mound, but hasn't made the decision just yet. Tapia is going over to second base. And now Thompson comes out, and that'll do it for Bailey Falter. 3 clean innings, and then in the fourth he gave up 5 runs. And remember, the runners over at first and second are still his responsibility. So the Phillies will be right back in just a few moments as they trail 5-1 against the Red Sox. How do the streambots work? I want to add that to my broadcast. So I'll be honest with you, I have been working on it because I noticed yesterday, literally yesterday, that one of the people that I followed for like 2 years, who does a lot of really good Sixers content, I noticed that he had a bot, and I was like, oh, like this is kind of interesting, like Stream Element. And I heard about it, and I never really thought about it. So it's free, and I have these timers set up, okay? So I have like little timers, and so like I think it's like every 5 minutes. For this one, like I have my social media one that goes out, and I have all my social media links posted. And, rather than just typing it out, obviously, and doing it by hand, it does it for me. So, it is really cool. I'll have to email you. Um, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna write that down. Stream Elements, it's called. That's what it's called. Is it through Stream Elements only? Um, so Stream Elements, you can have it like collaborate through YouTube and Twitch as well. I haven't done it through Twitch yet, but you go to your YouTube studio and you go to to your community and you add that as a bot. You have to like copy and paste the URL from Stream Elements and it'll take over. But you can set it up and program it the way that you want. There's so many tutorials that are out there for it, but I've been using it for just the timer so far. Eventually, I probably want to do some chat overlays and probably get rid of the restream one, even though I have people that come on from Twitch and Facebook too that comment here as well. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. If you guys are new to my channel, first of all, I want to introduce myself to you. I haven't really been doing a good job at that. I apologize. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to subscribe. We've been doing this for about 4 months and have been doing a lot of Sixers games, Patriots games. I mean, not really a lot of Patriots games. We started off at the end of the NFL season, and now we're in baseball season. All right, so Luis Ortiz is on the bump, and Rob Refsnyder is up at the plate. There's 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. It's a 5-1 Boston lead. Bailey Falter's day is done. Luis Ortiz is on the bump for the Phillies. We'll get to his stats in just a couple of seconds. Don't you worry about that. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is a called strike 2. Well, he swung on and missed at it, so it's not a called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Another swing and a miss. And Ortiz gets a strikeout. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Rob Refsnyder. But the Red Sox do get 4 runs on a 2-run double by Rafael Devers, a 2-run single by Christian Arroyo, and an RBI single by Reese McGuire. That's 5 runs. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. The Phillies trail 5-1. Yeah, man, that was tough. Well, it's been fun, but I got to go. All right, I'll see you, Gabe. Thanks for coming on, my guy. Yeah, Stream Elements. I never heard of it, and I was literally just like looking through his chat, and I was like, I might want to pop on this. You know? So. All right. We are going to take a very, very quick step off, but I will be right back in just a few seconds. Bro, I was dancing a little bit. I was like kind of like getting into it, but had to cut the music because I had to come back on here for you guys. I could dance all I want, but I won't be dancing on my own because the Phillies aren't winning. And well, that was in 2022. We're in 2023 right now. So that's probably the last time I'll make that reference, even though that was only my first time that I've done it. All right, so Falter, well, he pitched 3 clean innings, and then the other 2/3, He gave up 5 runs. So it's 5-1 Boston as the Phillies are down by 4. Bryson Stott leads the inning off. Kluber back out there on the bump. He had a little bit of time to rest. And he's back out there on the bump. No balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. He got on with the hit by pitches last time up and also scored a run. And the 0-2 pitch is outside and high for a ball. 87 miles per hour on the gun for Kluber, who has gone 3 innings. He's allowed 3 hits, 1 earned run, and he has 3 strikeouts. The 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. It's gobbled up by Christian Arroyo, and the throw over to first is in time. Arroyo was playing Bryson Stott to pull, and it was certainly the right play. So Stott rounds out, and he's retired. If I didn't tell you guys already, I think I did, we will not be on for the Phillies game tomorrow afternoon. We are going to be doing the Sixers game because it'll interfere. The Phillies play at 1:35, and the Sixers start at 3:30. So we'll be on for the Sixers game. It's a must-win for them, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow. The 0-1 pitch. That's outside for a ball. Give the man some run support. Exactly. You got it. 1 ball, 1 strike to JT, and it's a swing and a miss on a curveball that was in the dirt, and JT was certainly fooled on that. Kluber wasn't even ready to throw a fastball, and JT just swung so early. The 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive over to third base, though it's gobbled up, and the throw over to first is in time. It was a ground ball that I thought was lined over to Rafael Devers, and he made a really nice throw and a good play. So that is 2 retired. Ball was hit pretty sharply, and Devers just got the glove on it perfectly, and the throw over to first was in plenty of time. Good defense by Boston. Nobody on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bohm comes up. He had the RBI single off of Corey Kluber. The first pitch is down low for a ball. So the Yankees, they finally beat the Tampa Bay Rays today. They won 3-2. They've been really struggling, the Yankees. The 1-0. That is on the outside corner. It was a check swing by Alec Bohm. And it was called a strike, regardless. Kluber gets set, winds up, and delivers the 1-1. There's a ground ball right through the hole between third base and shortstop, and Bohm is able to get on with a 2-out single. Sometimes it's, just about where you hit the baseball. So it's 5-1 Boston in the bottom of the 4th inning. Phillies trail by 4. Red Sox are now actually 7 games behind the Tampa Bay Rays for the first place spot. They're 20-14. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are 7.5 games behind the Rays, and the Orioles are in second place as they're 4 games behind Tampa Bay in the AL East. First pitch to Brandon Marsh. That is taken at the knees, a curveball for a called strike. So Boston won last night's game 5-3. They lead it 5-1 so far in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Kluber with the pitch. There's a ground ball right past the glove of the first baseman. It goes out into right field. Bowman's going to go over to third base. Man, that was a sharp shot by Brandon Marsh, as that one went underneath the glove of Justin Turner over at first. That was a tough play, to be honest with you. So that'll put runners at the corners, back-to-back singles by the Phillies. And Edmundo Sosa, who lined out to right field, is coming up to the plate. Marco, thanks for coming on here, man, on Facebook. I really do appreciate it. If you guys are tuning in on Facebook, make sure that you make sure that you also leave me a review in my profile as well. And if you want to, come on over to YouTube, because we've been doing a lot of stuff on here as well. Sosa with the first pitch, and that's outside and low for a ball. I don't want to jinx it, but maybe. So Kluber has 60 pitches. Started off the inning really good and is just having a hard time getting the final out of the inning. McGuire calls for time, and he goes to the mound just to talk things over with him. And everybody now goes back to their spots. Bohm's over at third. Marsh is over at first for the Phillies. If they get Sosa on, then the tying run will come up. Phillies trail 5-1. 1 ball, no strikes. Kluber with the pitch. Outside again. That makes it ball 2. Sosa is 0 for 1 tonight. He lined out to right field, as I mentioned, right before. And the pitch. On the outside corner for a called strike. Maybe. Kluber lines up, and the 2-1 delivery. Sosa just fouled that one off, and I thought maybe it was going to go back up the middle, but it was a little bit late. Sosa wearing his blue batting gloves. He also has his, I think that's an elbow guard that he has, or a little sleeve, a blue sleeve. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Sosa. He'll ground that one foul down the third base line. The Red Sox will have 2, 3, and 4 coming up in the 5th inning. Dusty Wathan, the third base coach, giving a little pat on the back to Alec Bohm there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Runners at the corners. The Phillies trail 5-1, and the pitch. And it's fouled back again. That's the third foul ball in this at-bat by Sosa, as he still stays alive here. That was a slider that was on the outside corner. It would have been called strike 3 anyways. Kluber, I think, called for time there, but pitch clock does reset. On deck for the Phillies is Kyle Schwarber. Can Sosa get on here, though? 2 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Outside and low for ball 3. So it was a 2-0 count, then became a 2-2 count, and now it's a full count. This could be the pitch on the night so far. We're just in the bottom of the 4th. The payoff pitch. And, oh man, Sosa swung at ball 4, but it was just fouled off. That pitch was way outside and low. So Sosa dodged the bullet, but he had a defensive swing to keep this at-bat alive. 8 pitches in this at-bat. 4 foul balls. Runners at the corners for the Phillies with 2 outs. They trail 5-1 in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the payoff pitch. And there's a fly ball out to right field. Verdugo on the run towards the fair foul line, and he just runs out of room. He actually tried to make a sliding catch, and he just missed it. He had to go crashing into the wall, but he seems to be all right. It was a little bit awkward. He didn't know whether or not to slide or anything, but would have been tough for him to get over there. But the at-bat still resumes for Edmundo Sosa. 68 pitches by Kluber tonight. And again, runners still at the corners for the Phillies. Bohm is over at third. Marsh over at first. They trail 5-1. And it's a full count to Edmundo Sosa with 2 outs. And the pitch again. And Sosa will foul that one off too. That goes over towards the first base dugout, about 3 rows behind. 23 pitches in this 4th inning by Corey Kluber. The anticipation. Kluber with the signs and the payoff pitch. Sosa flies this one out to right field, and that drops in for a base hit. Home comes in to score. Going into second base is Brandon Marsh, and Edmundo Sosa fights in this at-bat, and the Phillies have the tying run coming up. And they're able to get an RBI single. What an at-bat by Edmundo Sosa. That was incredible. He went opposite way. The pitch was right down the middle, and I think he broke the bat just a little bit. You could see the wood coming off, and he just flared it out to right field. Verdugo was not going to get there, and there's runners over at first and second base. And now the pitching coach for the Boston Red Sox will go out there to talk things over with Kluber and everybody else in the infield. Bush is out there. And Kyle Schwarber, who's representing the tying run for the Phillies, is due up next. So back-to-back-to-back singles by the Phillies with 2 outs. And Kluber still can't finish the inning yet. So now Sosa's over at first, Marsh is over at second base, and Kyle Schwarber is up at the plate. Verdugo going back to that foul ball. I mean, maybe he could have gotten over to it to make the catch, but it was a tough play. That was really tough. All right, so Schwarber's up. He's 0 for 2 today. In the first pitch, he takes it right at the knees. I mean, my goodness. That curveball had some incredible movement to it. And it's an 0-1 count. Kluber still on the bump. A sold-out crowd in Philadelphia. The 0-1 pitch to Schwarber. He rips that one high and deep to right field, but it just dies in right field, and Verdugo's able to make the catch for out number 3. Man, oh man, Schwarber just missed a home run, and he knew it as soon as he got underneath it. But the Phillies do get one back on an RBI single by Edmundo Sosa, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. Man, he just got underneath it. Oh, man, the place would have exploded if he hit that home run. He just got underneath it. Not by much. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. And whenever I go live for a Phillies cast or for a Sixers cast, or a Phillies game or a Sixers game right now, because that's what we've been really doing on here. So let's lay everything out. So everything for next week is up in the air right now, because we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what's going to happen to the Sixers. And tomorrow is going to be a huge indicator of whether or not there's even going to be a Game 6. So tomorrow is a huge day for Sixers fans, because their season, I really think, is on the line tomorrow. It's a 2-1 series. They're down. And we'll be on for that. So the schedule, as for the Phillies, is up in the air because of that. So we'll just have to wait and see what goes on tomorrow. The Phillies, regardless, and the Sixers are off on Monday. But on Tuesday, we're doing the Sixers game because that is Game 5, so we will not be doing the Phillies game that night. We will be doing the Phillies game on Wednesday. But Thursday is Game 6, and then Sunday would be Game 7 if it has to go to a Game 7, if 3 days off. Which I don't understand why. I think it's a little long, but whatever. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. I appreciate you guys for coming on here. The goal is to get to 350 by the end of tonight, and I really think that we could do it. We needed Schwarber to hit that one. Man, he knew it, that he got underneath it, and the crowd was still rising up because they thought maybe it had a chance, but he knew it. Oh, man, that was such a crusher. That would have been incredible. All right, so Luis Ortiz back out there on the bump. He only threw 3 pitches in that 4th inning to get the final out. It's 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch that's inside. Alex Verdugo, forgot to mention, is up at the plate to start off this top of the 5th inning. The 2-0 pitch. Up high and outside for ball 3. So Ortiz cannot find the strike zone here. Verdugo had a double in his last at-bat. Red Sox had no hits throughout the first 3 innings. The 3-0. That's at the knees for a called strike on the outside corner. Luis Ortiz on the bump for the Phillies. Forgot to give you his stats. I will do that in just a few moments. And the 3-1 pitch. That's at the knees for a called strike. So Ortiz working his way back into the count here for the Phillies. It's 3-2, or it's a 3-2 count, and the payoff pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. So the Red Sox, they scored 5 runs in the 4th. The Phillies were up 1-0. And then they trailed 5-1, but they did get a run back on an RBI single by Edmundo Sosa. But they're still down by 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Verdugo. And the payoff pitch outside for ball 4. Way outside it was. A curveball that was at 81 miles per hour. And Verdugo leads the inning off with a walk. So that is 2 straight innings where the Boston Red Sox were able to get the leadoff man aboard. And as Ricky Bottalico would say, and I'm sure a lot of other people have said it too, but a walk to start the inning can be a pitcher's worst nightmare. First pitch to Justin Turner. That's on the outside corner, taken for a high strike on the upper third part of the strike zone. So Ortiz this season, he has a 3.12 ERA. He has 9 strikeouts and a 1.27 whip as the next pitch is down low for a ball. Over his last 7 games, though, he has pitched 1 2/3 of an inning. He's allowed 2 earned runs and 2 walks, along with 2 strikeouts. The 1-1 pitch to Justin Turner. That is fouled back over towards the first base side, and it goes way out of play. Gonna need the bullpen to ball out tonight. And that's not a recipe for success, Larry. It's not. You and I both know that, but it's true. Ortiz with the throwback over to first base. And it's not in time. Luis Ortiz has a pretty cool red glove. It's not as cool as the blue glove, though, by Matt Strahm. That thing is really cool. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. A little dribbler over to third base. Sosa bobbles it, but throws over to first in plenty of time to get Justin Turner. Thought about maybe flipping it over to second base, but he bobbled it as he looked over there for a quick second. And Verdugo goes into second base safely as he advances on the ground out. And there's 1 gone in the top of the 5th. So Verdugo is now over at second base, and Rafael Devers, who gave the Boston Red Sox the lead with the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the 4th inning, had a 2-run double. Well, he's up to bat again. And the first pitch, he tries to swing for the fences, and he misses it by a mile on a curveball at 82 miles per hour. Bro, what the heck is going on with the Phils? It's the Phillies and the Sixers, man. Like, Boston's just owning Philly. It's just how it is. The 0-1 pitch. That's up high for a ball. It's like so freaking crazy. So Turner grounds out. 1 gone. It's a 1-1 count for Verdugo over at second base, and we're here in the top of the 5th inning. The Phillies down 5-2. There's a line drive into right field, and Schwarber did a good job of fielding it on the hop, and luckily enough, Verdugo is going to go over to third base, and Devers gets on again with a single. I got to tell you that if Kyle Schwarber maybe stepped about a foot in, because with the way that was going, I think that I really do believe that it would have went all the way towards the wall. He just got there in the nick of time. And if he would have taken another step, that thing would have that thing would have gotten by him. That was a pretty good defensive play by Schwarber. Kike Hernandez comes up. Maybe that could save a run. 1 out in the top of the 5th. Runners at the corners, and Hernandez takes the first pitch way up high. An 82-mile-per-hour slider. But yeah, I have no idea what's going on with the Phillies, man. Isaac, thanks for joining, though. I appreciate it, man. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on an 83-mile-per-hour curveball. Schwarber did have a big error in last night's game, but was able to make a nice play. The 1-1. It's outside and low for ball 2. And like those types of things won't show up in the stat sheet, but if they get out of this inning here, it's something that you really have to make sure that you talk about when you look back on it. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, way inside. And luckily that did not catch a piece of the jersey of Hernandez. Jarren Duran waits on deck. There's still 1 out in the top of the 5th inning, and runners are at the corners for Boston as they lead by 3, 5-2. The 3-1, swing and a miss. A 95-mile-per-hour fastball that was inside and high. I like the movement on the fastball by Ortiz that time, and I wonder if he might throw that again here. We'll have to wait and see. Big payoff pitch coming up right here. Ortiz with the signs and the 3-2 pitch. As just fouled off by Hernandez. He got it off the end of the bat, and it went back towards the screen. There's Trey Turner over at shortstop. Getting ready for anything that comes his way. A double play could be a very good thing for the Phillies here. The 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball over to shortstop. The throw over to second. There's one. The throw over to first is in time for a 6-4-3 double play. And Ortiz is feeling himself. He's all fired up. And the Phillies escape the inning. The Red Sox, they strand 2 base runners over at the corners, and the Phillies defense was able to help them out there. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, and the Phillies are still down 5-2. Bro, I feel like I won the lottery right there because I called it. I wasn't looking at anything, whatever. That was huge. Man. Okay. How many people we have on here? We got 13 people on here. Cool. Is it 13 or are my eyes deceiving me? Oh, it's 18. Nice. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. I give you this content for free. The goal is to get to 350 by the end of tonight, and I really do feel like we can do it. So, A's announcer suspended for using. I saw that. I have not looked at the video, but the one thing that I will tell you, and I do have to say, it's tough now, especially if broadcasting goes to a new level and starts doing what I'm doing, interacting with you guys as well as calling the game. I have to be careful of that type of stuff. Saying stuff during breaks. I don't know if that's what happened. I have no idea. I didn't listen to the video or how that was applied or anything, but, the spotlights are on you, and your true colors come out, and you really have to be careful of what you say, and that's just how it is. That's how society is. Just have to be nice to people. That's all it is. Just be a good person and just be nice. You know? Haven't heard it either. Yeah. I will tell you though, like the one thing about it is that like there aren't a whole lot of positions when it comes to calling games for professional levels, but I'll tell you a really wild story actually after this. Remind me. Okay, so Trey Turner's up at the plate. It's a 2-0 count. It just came back. That always bugs me. They literally like just come back from a break and it's a 2-0 count. I can't see like what the pitches were, nothing. The 2-0 pitch as Corey Kluber's in there and that pitch is taken up high for a ball. Yeah, I'll tell you a story after this inning is over. Maybe I could the 3-0 pitch on the outside corner. It looked like it was outside regardless, but nope. It was on the outside corner for a strike. So the Reds announcer. All right, I'll incorporate it right here because I could do it. Kluber winds up and the 3-1 pitch. Ground ball over to third base, gobbled up by Devers. The throw over to first across the diamond is in plenty of time, and there's one gone to start off the bottom of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up Bryce Harper. So the Reds announcer, when that whole thing was coming out, okay, Tom Brenneman, network had to do something about it, you know, and it was for looks and also just because like he got caught with a hot mic, right? First pitch to Bryce Harper, that is on the outside corner for a called strike. So a Rowan alum by the name of John Sadak is now the Reds announcer. The 0-1 pitch, that's up high for a ball. John is such a nice guy. He is an incredible person. And I've looked up to him as a role model too. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss to Bryce Harper. But it's weird because like he was doing a great job and then the opportunity came because of that. So you just never know. 1-2 pitch, inside for ball 2, and he used to work for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, and he did some awesome stuff, and was incredible. And he represents Rowan. Yep. But 2-2 pitch, that's in the dirt for a ball as well. But that was like, unfortunately, you know, like when it comes to circumstances like that, the good thing is that it gives other people opportunities, and his name was called, and he got it, and I am really happy for him. Payoff pitch to Bryce, and Bryce lifts that one high and deep to left field. That's going back to the warning track to the wall. It's gone. A solo home run for Bryce Harper, his first of the season in 2023. What an electric crowd this is. The bell is ringing, and the Phillies trail by 2. 396 feet for Bryce Harper, and he gives a little salute to the fans and walks back to the dugout. What a swing by Bryce Harper. It was a pitch right down the middle, and Harper went the opposite way. He is back for the Phillies. And Castellanos comes up. The first pitch, that's a check swing. And he misses it. No balls, 1 strike. To Castellanos is 0 for 2 today. Light a fire. Yeah, man. Yo, 0-1. That's up high and outside for a ball. Inside, I should say. So I got to save that home run call. Let me do that. I just circled it. The 1-1 pitch to Castellanos. Ground ball over to shortstop. The throw over to first by Hernandez is in plenty of time for out number 2. Did I just say Hernandez? I meant to say No, it's Hernandez, right? Hernandez is over at shortstop. Why am I blanking out now? Yeah, Kike Hernandez is over at shortstop. Duh. Great call. Yeah, that was cool. I have to cut that. Bryson Stott comes up 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. And the first pitch to Stott is taken at the knees for a called strike, a curveball at 80 miles per hour. Phillies are down by 2. It's in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nobody on, 2 outs. Stott got hit by a pitch, and, well, for the first time this season, Bryson Stott is batting under 300. That is crazy to say. Started off the season so hot with the hitting streak and all that. The 0-1. That's down low for a ball. I just think you got to move him back up. Get his confidence back up and, try to push that button for him. The 1-1 pitch. That is taken over the middle of the plate for a called strike. Connor Brogdon warming up in the bullpen. He's been very good as of lately for the Phillies. 1-2. In the dirt. And a good take by Stott. It wasn't even like Harper crushed that thing either. It was just a good swing, but it got on out of here. Not by much. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball over to second base. And Arroyo throws over to first in plenty of time for out number 3. However, the Phillies do get another run back thanks to a solo home run by Bryce Harper. No batting gloves, and that's his first on the season. And they trail 5-3 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Stott OBP 331, Schwarber 290. It's catching up, man. It's catching up. You got to put him back, Rob. I will start a campaign for that. In Stott, I believe. I don't know. I'll have to think of a campaign or like a slogan or something. I'll have to think of something. Bryce Son needs to bat lead off. No, I don't know. We'll think about it. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Eventually, if I ever start like doing merch and stuff like that, maybe I would do that. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of cool. Had to move that. Don't stop believing. That's cool. I like that. That's cool. Don't stop bleeding, but bleeding off. Don't stop bleeding off. Or don't stop bleeding. Yeah. It's cool. I like that. That is nice. Don't stop bleeding. Yeah. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. As always, I give you this content for free. The best thing that you can do to a 25-year-old man who is, out of college and just got done with his internship at NFL Films a couple of months ago, best thing that you can do is just support the channel and just subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, Brogdon is up on the mound. And the first pitch he throws to Verdugo is flied out to left field. Sorry, Jared Duran, that is. Jared Duran. How about Willie Mays today? He is 92 years old. Happy birthday, Willie Mays. 24-time All-Star, 12-time Gold Glove winner, 2-time MVP, a 4-time home run champion, and he's had, obviously, an incredible career, considered to be one of the best baseball players of all time. Christian Arroyo is up at the plate. It's 1 ball, no strikes. That's my dad's favorite player. That's how he got into the San Francisco Giants. 1-0 pitch. Lined out to left center field. That's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the wall. And it hits the W.B. Mason sign. Arroyo not running too hard, but he goes into second base with a stand-up double. You saw Willie? Wow. That is really cool. Oh, I think that the producer had a birthday. Is that right? NBC Sports producer or somebody had a birthday. That's so cool. The Philly Fanatic delivered him red, white, and blue balloons and smothered him with love. That's cool. That's nice. That's really nice, man. Wow. So Duran flew out to left field. Arroyo got on with a double. He had a 2-run single his last time up. It's a 1-0 count to Raymil Tapia. And that's grounded foul down the first base line. So it's a 1-1 count. Phillies down 5-3. Red Sox up here in this top of the 6th inning. They got a runner over at second base, and Tapia's up at the plate. Brogdon on the bump for the Phillies. Didn't even get a chance to talk about him. And the 1-1 count. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. So Brogdon is 28 years old. He has a 2.16 ERA, 16 strikeouts as well over his last 7 games, or 7 days, I should say. He's gone 4 innings, and he has allowed 3 hits, no earned runs. 1-2 pitch. That's flied out to left field. Schwarber on the run, and he makes the catch. That was not an easy play. He had to go towards the left field foul line, and he just went into the wall on the run and made a nice catch. I mean, he made the catch before he ran into the wall, but he wasn't running with a full head of steam, but just knew where the wall was and was able to get over there to make the catch. Saw Hank Aaron too. Wow. So Reese McGuire is up at the plate. And Arroyo is still over at second base. And the first pitch to Reese McGuire. That is taken on the outside corner for a called strike. The next pitch is down low for a ball. So Reese McGuire, in case you're wondering, not related to Hall of Famer Mark McGuire. Is Mark McGuire in the Hall of Fame, actually? I should know this, obviously. Did I really have to ask that? The 1-1 pitch. It's down low for a ball. He's not in the Hall of Fame, right? Non-Hall of Famer. That's what I thought. Because of the steroids. 3 balls, 1 strike. I can't believe I really asked that. Been watching baseball for years and I didn't know that. Whatever. 3-1 pitch. Taken down low for ball 4. And McGuire, Reese McGuire, that is able to get on with a walk. He had an RBI single in his last at-bat, and, well, in this plate appearance, he walked. So it's 5-3 in the top of the 6th inning. Red Sox lead by 2. 2 outs. Runners over at first and second. Arroyo is over at second base. And Reese McGuire's over at first. On the bump is Connor Brogdon for the Phillies. They trail 5-3 here in the top of the 6th inning. And the first pitch to Ref Snyder is right down Broad Street for a called strike. Ref Snyder today 1 for 3. He's singled and has struck out twice. This already is his 4th at-bat, and we're just in the 6th. And the next pitch is taken down low for a ball. Phillies were up 1-0, and then the Red Sox scored 5 runs in the 4th inning. Then the Phillies added back a couple of runs. They added 1 in the 4th, and then they got 1 in the 5th. The 1-1 pitch, down low for ball 2. What's up, Ariel? Thanks for coming on here, my guy. Don't forget to leave me a review and also like as well on Facebook. 2-1, ground ball down the left field line. It gets past the glove of Sosa, and it goes all the way towards the wall. 1 run comes in to score. 2 runs now come in to score. And now it's a 7-3 ball game on a 2-run double by Rob Ref Snyder. Man, oh man. And the Red Sox lead it 7-3. Edmundo Sosa tried to make a diving stop, and it really ended up hitting the left field or the third base foul line, and it just stayed fair. Just stayed fair. And Sosa could not get over to it. So that makes it 7-3. A 2-run double given up by Connor Brogdon. And the first pitch in this at-bat to Jaron Duran, to Alex Verdugo, is taken for a ball. 0-1. Popped up towards shallow center field. Marsh says he has it. He calls off Castellanos, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The Red Sox do, however, get 2 runs back, and they lead once again by 4. It's a 7-3 game on a 2-run double by Rob Ref Snyder, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. The Phillies down 7-3. Okay. I'll be right back. I need to take a very quick step off just to stretch. I'll be back. Alrighty. Hello. We're back on. I hope you're all having yourselves a great night. I appreciate you all for coming on here. How many people do we have on here? We got 19 people. I'm sure that not all 19 of you are subscribed to Play by Play with JJ. And you know what that tells me? That tells me that you're not subscribed to Play by Play with JJ. I don't know. But yeah, no, you guys should definitely subscribe to my channel. I hope you're all having yourselves a great Saturday night. The goal is to get to 350 subscribers by the end of tonight, and I think we could do it. I want 350 people to join this family, because that's what we are. You know, we come on, we call games, we chill out over here, we have a good time, we talk some baseball. That's what we're doing tonight. Tomorrow will be a little bit stressful, to say the least, for the Sixers' sake, because their season is on the line, and they are pretty much almost in a must-win situation. All right, the first pitch. That's taken at the knees for a called strike. Star Wars, thanks for coming on here, my guy. This team needs to wake up. Yeah. Philly has to wake up. I don't just qualify it for them. It's the city of Philadelphia has to wake up right now. All right, 7-3. It's a 1-1 count to JT Realmuto. JT today's 0 for 2. He flew out and grounded out. The 1-1 pitch to Realmuto is outside for ball 2. 94 miles per hour on the radar gun by Schreiber, who comes in for Corey Kluber in relief. The 2-1 pitch inside for ball 3. Alec Bohm waits on deck for the Phillies. JT Realmuto is up at the plate. And the 3-1 pitch. Down low for ball 4. Good at bat by Realmuto to start off the bottom of the 6th inning. Oof, that felt good. I needed that. Nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Bohm is up at the plate. He had an RBI single. And the first pitch is taken right over the middle of the plate for a called strike. So John Schreiber is on the mound. He's 29 years old, has a 2.3 ERA, 20 strikeouts, and a 1.34 whip. The 0-1 pitch, outside and low. Bohm's 2 for 2 today. He has singled twice. He had an RBI single. Was able to get a run home for the Phillies. In the month of May so far, Schreiber has went 2 2/3 of an inning and has been able to get a couple of strikeouts. Ground ball over to first base. The throw over to second, there's one. The throw back to first is bobbled by Justin Turner. And probably Bohm would have been out by maybe half a step. But that's going to go as a 3-6 fielder's choice, I believe. Nope, he actually would have been safe. So that would have just been a 3-6 fielder's choice regardless. Did bobble it, and that wasn't that was not Turner. That was Schreiber that bobbled it. But that's a fielder's choice ground out regardless. And Brandon Marsh is up at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He's singled back in the 4th to start off. After Bohm got on with a single, and Marsh would single to then get a 2-out rally going. Ground ball over to shortstop. The race to the bag, there's one, and to be honest with you, Kike Hernandez was going to the bag, and Christian Arroyo was at the bag and had to get out of the way. He didn't just toss it over there. He just took it to the bag himself. It's like the most bizarre thing I've seen from a shortstop. He didn't make the throw. Maybe the Phillies could take advantage of that. Okay. Well, the Phillies have Edmundo Sosa coming up. And the first pitch is fouled off. So Marsh is over at first base as Bohm was out at second base. That was really crazy. I mean, it was hit over to Hernandez at shortstop, and he was just like, I'm taking it to the bag, and Arroyo was right there. The 0-1. Outside again for a ball. Don't forget, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe. Also, tell your friends about this channel, too, so that way, we can continue to grow our family on here. That'd be really cool. 350, man. I think we can get there by the end of tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is outside for ball 2. Sosa had a very good at-bat his last time up where he was able to get himself an RBI single. It was a 9-pitch at-bat. against Corey Kluber. Schreiber with the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. A fastball that was down the middle, and Sosa was late on it. Two balls, two strikes, and the pitch again. It's popped up to shallow right field. Verdugo doesn't have to make a whole lot of steps. He goes over to his right, though, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies down 7-3 at the bank against the Red Sox. Another base runner. Another one. Ugh. I need to stretch. This team needs to wake up. Yeah, man. Wake up. Wake up and smell the roses. That's what we got to do. Just got to wakey. No game on Tuesday now. I was supposed to film a game on Tuesday. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, Rising Rhino was live today. I missed that. Dang it. I wanted to tune into his cast. That's tough. Is the bot like going off a little bit too much? I think it is. I think we gotta try not to. I think we have to spread it out a little bit more. Alright, we're living and we're learning. We gotta spread it out a little bit more though. Cause I don't wanna keep that as a reminder like all the time. But okay. Live and learn. That's why we're doing this, you know. Oh boy. Yeah, so I asked a question before. I don't know if everybody saw this, but I want to ask it again. Now that baseball has the pitch clock and has the runners, has the base is bigger, right? And they got rid of the shift. The people that thought that baseball was considered to be a dying sport, do you think that's no longer a dying sport? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Comment down below. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on the mound for the Phillies. He has pitched in 15 games this season as a 5.43 ERA, and he's 1-1. And Justin Turner will fly that one out to center field. And making the catch is Brandon Marsh for out number 1. Bots need to dial it back just a little. Yep, I have to do that. Yep, that's what I said. Yep, I will try to do that. During the break, maybe I can play around with it. Yeah. So Turner flies out to right. Rafael Devers lines that one out into left field. And there's another base hit for Rafael Devers. He just continues to hit off of any of the Phillies pitchers. It's been really, really good. Yeah, all right. I'll play around with it during the break. What's that called? Stream Elements? Okay. Here's Kike Hernandez, 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch, there's a fly ball out to center field. It's not deep, though. Marsh is there to make the catch as he didn't have to move a muscle. And there's 2 gone. Ugh. So Jarren Duran will be coming back up to the plate. Red Sox are looking at they're just showing a graphic of their biggest losses. And Jarren Duran, oh my goodness. Jarren Duran was hit by a pitch in the foot, but the home plate umpire is saying that it didn't even hit him. And the Red Sox are going to review this. It hit him in the right foot. The pitch was down low, and I clearly thought it hit him too. And Jarren Duran saying, I felt that. Let's see. Hit him in the back foot, the left foot it was. Let's see. Yep, it certainly did hit him. And they're going to challenge this, as they should. As they should. So he gets granted over to first base, and they didn't even review it. They didn't even review it, but okay. So he gets on with the hit by pitch, regardless. Umpire said it was a ball, but there's a ground ball over to third base by Christian Arroyo. The throw across the diamond by Sosa's in plenty of time for out number 3. And that'll do it here in the top of the 7th inning. No runs, 2 men left, and the Phillies are about ready to stretch. It's 7-3. Phillies down by 4. All right, so let's go to Stream Elements, and let's fix the bots. Okay. Let's do that right now. If you guys are new to my channel, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I give you this content for free. Best thing that you can do is support the channel, man. Support it. All right, features, chatbot. And where is it? Where is it? Dashboard. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's interval online. We're gonna make this every 15 minutes. Okay. We'll make this one every 25 minutes. And we'll make this one every 45 minutes. Okay. All right. Let's see if that's better. We got 15 people on here. 15 loyal people. I hope you're all doing well. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe at the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. I give you this content for free, and the best thing that you can do is support your man, JJ, your boy. It's your boy. That's what we do on here, man. Phillies are putting me to sleep, figuratively speaking. But I do love coming on here to talk about the game and just do play-by-play. Zach and Julie Ertz threw out the first pitch today. Man, Zach looks really good. Julia was 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. Was she a champion? Or they're saying that the World Cup starts in on July 20th. Huh. Did we just lose somebody? I think we did. All right. Oh, well. Where are we? Kyle Schwarber's up. Okay. It's no balls, 1 strike. Bernardino is pitching, and Schwarber will ground that one over to first base. And the race to the bag is won by Justin Turner. Warriors 40, Lakers 29, second period. Oof. Oh, man. I still think that the Lakers might make it a series, but Warriors are just so good. Man, like, they just are. They have a dynasty. One gone in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Phillies are down to their final 7 outs. Or 8 outs, I should say. Can't do math today. First pitch to Trey Turner. That is taken for a strike. All right, I'll get in here. The 0-1. It's at the knees for a called strike. What does that mean that you'll get in here? No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch in the dirt for ball 1. So Brendan Bernardino, the 31-year-old from Valencia, California, has 5 strikeouts and a 1.0 ERA. The 1-2 pitch. There's a high fly ball out to left field. Trey Turner has gone yard. It's now 7-4. The Phillies are down by 3 on a solo home run by Trey Turner. That was a breaking ball that was left right over the middle, and Turner whacked that one on out of here. 399 feet. And Turner heads back to the dugout. Another solo home run. There you go. That's how you do it, man. Good piece of hitting by Trey Turner. And Bryce Harper comes up, who hit a home run in his last at-bat. So that is the first run allowed by Brendan Bernardino on the season. And Harper lines that one out to left field, but it is hooked foul. So the Phillies down by 3. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Harper does show bunt, and he takes it, and it was on the outside corner, according to the home plate umpire, and Harper's looking back over towards the dugout saying, was that really? No balls, 2 strikes. Harper not wearing any batting gloves today. And the 0-2 pitch, it's laid off as it was outside and low. He was wearing his red and green batting gloves when he made his return in L.A. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on. The Phillies down 7-4. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Harper strikes out. This is a fastball that had a lot of movement, and it was on the outside corner at the knees. And Harper swung through it. 2 retired. And Nick Castellanos comes up for the Phillies. Castellanos today is 0 for 3. He flew out. Also grounded into a fielder's choice. And grounded out as well. It was a nice play by Devers over at third base. Bernardino winds up in the first pitch. Just below the knees, according to the home plate umpire. Keep forgetting to mention the crew chief for tonight, and I do apologize about that. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. That was a slider that came in at 79 miles per hour. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nick Castellanos. And there's a line drive out to right field. That's going back. And making the catch right at the warning track is Alex Verdugo. Man, that thing was hit like a bullet out to right field. And that'll do it here in the bottom of the 7th inning. But the Phillies do get 1 more run back on a solo home run by Trey Turner. Oh, boy. Did we just lose another subscriber, really? We really did? That stinks. Huh. That's tough, man. How about the Giants leading 4-0 in the bottom of the 8th against the Milwaukee Brewers? It's pretty cool. Have a runner over at first base with 2 outs. It's 4-3 Baltimore as well. That's in Atlanta. in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nationals up 2-1 against the Arizona Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 5th, that is. And the Dodgers and the Padres, well, they're still scoreless in the 4th inning. And then the Rangers and the Angels just got their game started. Oakland A's are beating the Kansas City Royals 5-4 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that's the other game. Rangers-Angels just got started. And the Detroit Tigers, well, we have some final scores too. So the Tigers beat the Cardinals 6-5. That game finished in the 10th inning, so went into extras. The Cubs, they beat the Miami Marlins by a score of 4-2. The Rockies, they beat the Mets 5-2 today, and that's always a good sign for Phillies fans. Yankees, they won against the Tampa Bay Rays 3-2. That was the final score. The Guardians won 4-3 against Minnesota at home. And the Toronto Blue Jays were able to score 8 runs, and they ended up getting the win against the Pittsburgh Pirates by a score of 8-2. The Cincinnati Reds, they beat the Chicago White Sox 5-3. And the final game that we didn't mention is the Houston-Seattle game, and that game will start at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We try to do as many Phillies games as we can. We're also doing Sixers playoffs as well. We've been doing the Sixers for the last 4 months. That's when I started this channel. Got to catch the end of the Patriots season. We did that too. And, well, the Phillies, we started them at the very beginning of the season. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Raimel Tapia and Jeff Hoffman, who was just acquired by the Phillies. Used to pitch for the Colorado Rockies. The 1-1 pitch. It's down low for a ball. Phillies trying to hope that they can get a lot out of him. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. As he was just picked up this weekend. 2-1. Way up high for a ball. He can throw 99. Problem with him, though, is just location. That's all it comes down to for him. Ronnie committed, I saw that. 3-1 pitch. Inside for ball 4. And a leadoff walk to start off the top of the 8th inning. So Tapia gets on with a walk. That's the 2nd inning that the Red Sox have led the inning with a walk. Arroyo singled, and Tapia grounded out. Here is McGuire. Reese McGuire, that is. 1 on, nobody out in the top of the 8th inning. The Phillies are down 7-4 against the Red Sox in Game 2 of this 3-game series. Tapia's running. The throw over to second base is bobbled by Trey Turner. It was bobbled on the slot on the dive as soon as he was trying to make the tag on the dive by Tapia. It was a good throw by JT, but it was not going to get Tapia regardless. I told you that Tapia is one of the fastest guys in the league. Top 3 in stolen bases. That's what he does. The 2-0. Up high again for ball 3. So that makes it a 3-0 count. Hoffman on the bump for the Phillies. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch to McGuire on the outside corner for a called strike. Red Sox are 20-14 overall this season. and been playing really good baseball as of lately. There's a bunt down the third base line. The throw over to first is in time. Tapia does go over to third base on a sacrifice bunt by Reese McGuire. He advances the runner over to third. So the Red Sox, they've won 7 in a row. They've also won 8 out of their last 10 games. So they started off the season playing .500 baseball, and they've been getting things going. Phillies, well, they were on a 5-game winning streak, and now they're on a 5-game losing streak. And that's how things have been going for them. Rob Renschneider's up, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. The second pitch is taken for a strike as well. Ref Snyder today is 2 for 4. He's single, doubled, scored a run, and he's had 2 RBIs, too. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Hoffman gets the strikeout on a slider. Down low. All right, I think that's a lot better. Yeah, the bot's a lot better. I think that's really cool. They're going to intentionally walk Alex Verdugo. That's what they decide to do. And that'll put runners at the corners now with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Are we still live? Yeah, we're still live. See what Guy just said. This is nice. That's the score. You blocked me, bro. I did? I didn't realize that it hit to you. I'm so sorry. The bot kicked you out? That wasn't on purpose. I just got this bot. Damn, that sucks. I gotta play around with that. That was totally accidental. And that sucks. And I can't believe it put him in a it kicked him out. No balls, 2 strikes. Sorry, guys. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. And the pitch is up high for a ball. And going over the second base is Alex Verdugo. So Justin Turner's up at the plate. There's 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Man, I got to fix that. That really ticks me off. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes in the pitch. Swing and a miss for another strikeout. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Red Sox left runners over at second and third. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Man, that sucks. Now I understand why he unsubscribed. Because it just kicked him out. I don't know why it did that. That really ticks me off. Man, that sucks. I've been playing around with this thing a lot, and the fact that it kicked him out, that ticks me off. Alright, well, I'll have to fix it, I guess, after the stream. If you guys are new to my channel, please feel free to like, feel free to subscribe as well. That was, I don't know why it did that. That, really bothers me. Buddy, I'm on... I can't talk to him right now. Here's Bryson Stott. He comes up to the plate for the Phillies. It's 1 ball, no strikes to Bryson Stott. And the 1-0. It's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. One ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 2 today. And the pitch that's on the outside corner for a ball. Actually just missed. Okay, so it's 7-4 in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phillies are down by 3. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. Nobody out. Bernardino's still out there on the bump for the Red Sox in the 2-1. That's fouled back towards the third base side. I apologize, guys. Man, I'm really ticked that the bot just kicked out the bot just kicked out Guy. He wrote to me and was not happy because he thought it was on purpose. 2-2 pitch. There's a pop-up over to the third base side. It's in foul territory. Devers on the run, though, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. So Stott will pop out over towards the third base side in the bottom of the 8th inning. All right. And Alex Cora is going to go out there, and Bernardino's day is going to be done. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. And we'll be right back in just a few moments. I'm going to take a very quick step off. I apologize. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Alright, we're back. Okay. Yeah. So, sorry. I had to deal with that. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or whenever I go live. If my bot kicks you out for some reason, I do apologize about that. I don't know why it's doing that. That's totally accidental. It's not on purpose. So, I just apologize in advance if that does happen. Devers 3 for 4 today. He has 2 RBI, and he also has scored a run too. Red Sox have had 5 runs and 6 hits in the 4th inning. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. JT Realmuto is up, and Winkowski is on the mound now for the Red Sox. Josh Winkowski has pitched in 12 games and has a 2-0 record along with a 1.61 ERA. The pitch. It's fouled back. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, can you guys hear me? No balls, 2 strikes. And JT will lift that one out to left field. That's going to go all the way towards the warning track, and it goes to the wall. JT rounding first base, going into second base safely, and there is a 1-out double by Realmuto. Larry, are you still here? Just want to make sure that the bot's like not kicking you out. Bowman's 2 for 3 today. He has singled twice and scored a run, and has had an RBI as well. First pitch is down low and outside for a ball. Bowman batting .366 on the season, 2 home runs, 20 RBI. Realmuto's over at second base. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. And the 1-0. Outside and high for ball 2. .2-0 pitch. Lined, caught over at shortstop by Kike Hernandez. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th. It was a rocket hit by Alec Bohm. And he swung on and hit that one really sharply. All right, so Brandon Marsh is up. And there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. JT's over at second base. The Phillies trail 7-4. And they're down to their final 4 outs. All right, no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Marsh. Check swing, foul ball. Oh, man. Larry, you still here? Just want to make sure. No balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the pitch. And Marsh swings and misses at strike 3. And that'll do it. And we go to the top of the 9th inning. Phillies down 7-4. They leave 1 man left in scoring position. And that'll do it. No luck on some hard hit balls. All right, good, Larry. I'm happy that you're still here. Thank gosh. I just don't want this bat to kick anybody else out. My friend disabled it, so that's good. Okay. Yep. I'm here. Sweet. All right, great. Top of the 9th we go. Great. Great. Oh, boy. Come on, man. Huh. I'm going to bed. The Phillies is not winning tonight. Yeah, man. I feel you on that. Get rid of the links by other. Sorry about the bot. Not your fault, dude. Not your fault, dude. Isaac, have a good night, man. I appreciate you for coming on here. Phillies down 7-4 as we go to the top of the 9th inning. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. As always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload or when I go live. Yeah, man, that's tough. That's like really brutal. Always watching, always watching. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just ticked off about the bot, man. And this person's having a hard time with me, and like rightfully so, but like it wasn't, he thought it was like on purpose, but whatever, it is what it is. All right, Gregory Soto is on the bump for the Phillies as we go to the top of the 9th. 16 games he's pitched in this season. He has a 1-2 record, a 5.02 ERA. And the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. They brought him in to just face Rafael Devers. It was just for this particular scenario here. Time is called by Devers. So 4, 5, and 6 are due up for Boston here. Soto gets set, winds up, and delivers the 0-2. Swing and a miss. A big pitch by Gregory Soto. 88 miles per hour on the slider. It was actually more of a curveball that he went with there. But regardless, a big out to start off the top of the 9th inning. Phillies down by 3. Kike Hernandez comes up, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. So Devers struck out the 1-0. It's fouled down the right field line. That goes out of play. So Kenley Jansen, the former Dodger and the former Brave, will come in to pitch the bottom of the 9th inning for the Boston Red Sox. The 1-1 on the outside corner again for a called strike. It's nice. 1-2 pitch. There's a foul ball over towards the first base side. Bohm's hat comes off, and he'll make the catch in foul territory. Nice play by Alec Bohm, showing off his athleticism. And he smiles, and we'll go back over to the first base bag. All right. Jarren Duran is up. There's 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. 7 pitches by Soto. And the first pitch, it's called a strike on the outside corner. Just called a strike. Soto gets set, winds up, and delivers the 0-1. Outside and low for ball 1. So the Phillies down 7-4. When they come up in the 9th inning, it'll be 9-1-2 up for the Phillies. Sosa, Schwarber, and Turner. The 1-1. 97 on the gun as the ball hit the outside corner of the plate. Christian Arroyo waits on deck. Jarren Duran is up at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Fly ball out to left field. Schwarber on the run, but Turner calls him off, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for the Red Sox, and we go to the bottom of the ninth as Sosa will lead things off for the Phillies, and they trail by 3, 7-4. Jansen will come in to close the deal for Boston. Alrighty. Well, this is it. Now's the time where they gotta produce, man. They gotta get the runs home here. Man. Ugh, oh boy. That is tough. I wonder, I really wonder why the bot disabled him. I don't know why, but whatever. All right, I'm over it. It's fixed and it's done, so it's good. So Sosa will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth for the Phillies, and hopefully they can try to get some runs here. Be nice to see them try to come back and win this one for sure. Leave us feeling good going into tomorrow with the Celtics Sixers game at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when we'll be on for it. Okay. Rob Refsnyder. What a day he's had for the Red Sox. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Not too much else to talk about. Seriously. We'll be back on Wednesday for the next Phillies game. That's when we'll be back on. Tomorrow afternoon, we got Sixers basketball. And unless the Phillies play in the afternoon on Tuesday, which I don't anticipate to be the case, we'll talk about it later. All right, Kenley Jansen comes in to try to close out the ninth inning for the Red Sox. He's pitching in 10 games this season. He's actually 7 for 8 in save opportunities. He has a 1-0 record, a .93 ERA, and he's pitched in 9 2/3 of an inning. He's still been pitching really well. Maybe not throwing his Dodger-type stuff, but it's been pretty good. Sosa will foul off the first pitch for a strike. It's been days since a Philly team has won. Yeah, it's been since Monday. Yep, it's been since Monday. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch by Sosa, or to Sosa. That's up high for a ball. Yeah, it's been since Monday. That was actually the last time that that a Philly team has beaten Boston. It's the crazy thing. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. It's fouled back towards the first base dugout. Schwarber on deck, Trey Turner in the hole. And if anybody gets on base and extends the inning, then Bryce Harper will come up. The 1-2 pitch to Sosa in the dirt and outside for ball 2. Edmundo Sosa today did have the RBI single. He's 1 for 3. The RBI single was back in the 4th. Phillies trail 7-4 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Nobody on, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch to Sosa. Line drive. It's ricocheted off the glove by Jansen. The throw over to first is not in time. Jansen almost caught it. It was a hot shot that was hit back towards him. And Sosa gets on with an infield single. It ricocheted just off the end of his glove. And he did everything he could to try to catch it, but was not able to do so. And a leadoff infield single by Edmundo Sosa starts off the 9th inning. He knocked it down, and he had to go back above the mound, behind the mound that is, to just get to the baseball, and Sosa hustled down the line. Oof. Heads up. Let's see if Schwarber can join the party. Athletic trainer is out there to see if he can, because he had to barehand it as soon as he got over to the ball. He's trying to see if he can at least grip something. And we'll see here. I guess that it was actually his glove arm. He had to just try to get some tension back in there, it looks like. Somebody is warming up in the bullpen, though. It's going to be Blyer. So that is interesting. Jansen is looking back over to first base. Is he going to throw a couple of warm-up pitches here? I don't know. Nope, Schwarber comes up to the plate. Okay. Well, they showed Blyer warming up in the bullpen, and he was looking back over towards the field, so I didn't know if they were going to have to bring him in or what. Nobody out. Sosa on at first base. The Phillies down 7-4 in the bottom of the ninth. And the first pitch to Schwarber is fouled back towards the screen. So he fouls that one back. And Schwarber is down in the count 0-1. I feel you on Kenley Jansen as a fan. He is a good pitcher, though. No balls, one strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss again. A 95-mile-per-hour fastball that was outside, and Schwarber went around on a check swing. Kyle's going to call for time here. He is granted time. Schwarber today's 0 for 4. He missed a home run back in the fourth inning. The 0-2 pitch. Up high and outside for ball one. I actually think that it got the hype, but it was just a little bit outside. Would have been a tough play, though. Turner on deck, Harper in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Kyle. Swing and a miss on a 95-mile-per-hour high fastball, and he goes down fishing. 1 gone in the bottom of the ninth. So Schwarber today is 0 for 5. And he just could not catch up to it. Trey Turner steps into the batter's box. And the first pitch, he lifts that one high and deep to left field. It's going back to the warning track, and Tapia has room. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Turner just got underneath that fastball as well. And Bryce Harper will come up to the plate now for the Phillies, as it's all up to him. Harper is wearing 1 batting glove. That's his left batting glove. And Bryce will come up to the plate. He had to take his time a little bit. I don't know why, but 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth. Sosa's still over at first base. Harper in his career versus Kenley Jansen's 5 for 11. He's homered off of him twice, and he has 6 RBI. Hit a big home run off of him last season. The first pitch, that's lined foul down the third base line. If you remember correctly, that was the game where when Kenley was pitching for the Braves, Bryce Harper hit a go-ahead 2-run home run, and the Braves actually walked it off because Odubel Herrera made a big error out in center field. That was during the Girardi era. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Bryce Harper. That's fouled back again. Sosa was going over to second base. He has to go back over to first, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. It's 7-4 in the bottom of the ninth. Harper up at the plate. Sosa over at first base. Jansen on the bump for the Red Sox. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Harper. He fouls it off to stay alive. Sosa getting his exercise as he's going back over to first base again. He was already at second base. No balls, 2 strikes. Time is called by Bryce Harper. On deck is Nick Castellanos. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Harper. Ground ball back up the middle, but it's fielded by shortstop Hernandez, and the throw over to first is in time for out number 3. And that'll do it. As the Red Sox take Game 2 of this 3-game series, they win the series versus Philadelphia, and they're looking to sweep them tomorrow afternoon in Philadelphia. The Red Sox are now on an 8-game winning streak. That's the longest active winning streak in Major League Baseball. The Phillies trying to avoid the sweep as they will be back at it tomorrow afternoon at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Kenley Jansen comes in. He gets the save. Corey Kluber gets his second win on the season. And Bailey Falter is now 0-6. So that's going to wrap things up here. Phillies lose by a final score of 7-4. And, well, there's a lot to talk about. We'll probably talk about it on Monday during our post-series wrap-up. But just a reminder, guys, we will not be on for the Phillies game tomorrow. We will be doing the 76ers game at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Probably catch the end of the Phillies game, but we'll be calling the Sixers game because that is a must-win for the Sixers. All right, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when we're coming on tomorrow. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I love you all so much. You guys are the best. And I will be back on tomorrow afternoon, and I hope to see you guys there. Laila Tov, everyone. I love you all.